Excuse me. Good morning, people. Right, second trade, second winner of the day, and basically this was slightly different over the weekend. I'm not sure if you looked at my weekend video, but I was looking at weekly levels for potential breaks of resistance, like here and here, or a proper 3-candle reversal here, for a potential of the reversal. Remember, we talk about once resistance is broken, it gets tested as support, much like resistance broken here by a big candle will get potentially tested as support. Now all you do is you don't just hit these. I'm not a top or bottom picker. You just use the lower time frames to enter the trade. So a great example for this morning was Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, where we had actually had a break here, and it resulted in a 40 pip move from open 540 to low 490. It was actually a 50 pip move, but I refused to stay awake past 11-12 o'clock at night just to get these trades. In the old days I might have been desperate enough to, but if it's in your time zone, then you have to watch when the markets open at 10 o'clock. We have huge spreads. You have to wait for the 11 o'clock close, as it were, and then start to hope that this hasn't reversed without you. And I watched enough of them to see that they reverse without you when the spread's too large, and I just don't want to get involved in that. So that was a perfectly good setup called over the weekend. I'd also looked at the UK 100, which we could see had done exactly as I expected it to, closed above, but the week before, that was the week before, and then we had this doji type candle, which was last week. So last Monday, not this Monday, would have been a perfectly good opportunity to potentially grab that, and you know, that was a huge move in itself. So now I missed a couple of trades because I was chatting and twittering and God knows what else. My first trade of the day, as you can see, was NJ long, strong New Zealand dollar, weak Japanese yen, and one of the guys, Mike, you know who you are, took the New Zealand dollar CAD long, which was I've got an old template on here, apologies, and my NJ should be down here somewhere. He took the NCAD long and actually picked a better looking trade than me, so that was fantastic to hear. Well done, Mike. So cable short was a perfect setup off of the hourly 8 EMA that I actually missed this morning because I just went straight to my currency strength indicator, saw that New Zealand dollar was strong against the Japanese yen. Mike saw that New Zealand dollar was strong against CAD and took the long there. This is a perfect reversal. Low, high, high, low, high, 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 low, carry on singing until you get the close below there. That we've even got the pullback, and then we could have got in short for 16 pips there. So all I'm after is 5 or 6 pips at that stage in the game, but this is just incredible. Lots and lots of other trades around, very early in the morning as well. We've only just turned 7 a.m. That's that pink dotted line there. I actually decided to have a look at the DAX. I do trade the DAX occasionally because I'd missed that cable. I didn't want to be catching falling knives, so I decided the DAX is always volatile at 7 a.m. Had a look at that, could clearly see we were short biased, red on the power on the hourly. H4 had closed red just literally a few minutes before the entry. In fact, no, that's wrong. That's 1 hour 20 minutes ago, isn't it? So but it was red, that's the point. Daily was long, but nothing happens in a straight line on the daily. So pullback time was order of the day. Let's have a look. Yeah, big H4 candle. What do we know if we get a massive candle like that? Potential pullbacks. So we'd had a pullback the first 4 hours of the day. Second 4 hours, we can clearly see now we've got a low, high, high, low, high, 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 low, lower, high, lower, low, and it carries on until it closed. So it closed short M30. There's no way I can go long unless this is green, so that was a good indicator. We've got the bust down, then the pullback, then the break and close. Wasn't below the 20 where I'd want it to be ideally on the 15 minute, but actually it did close prior to my trade on the 15 minute. Then just hit the trade. We can clearly see now we've got a trend down, high, low, lower, high, lower, low, pullback, and continuation. So massive engulfing candle there. Drag my trade onto the chart, and there it is there. Engulfing candle was the inspiration, as it were. All the other dots, I's dotted and T's crossed, and that was a nice 10 pip net of spread trade there. So in fact it was just a bit more, it was about 10.9, I think, nearly 11. So it's just about gaining experience about this time of day. Look, it's just 7:20 in the morning in the UK. Not sure whether you can see that. Well, you can't, I don't think. It's 7:20 in the morning. Two brilliant winning trades, multiple setups all over the place. Who says you can't trade outside of the Frankfurt London Open? It is, there was monster opportunities here. So time of day is massively important, guys. Understanding what the charts are telling you. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. They're all free. Everything's free on this chart. This is just a plain old MA which changes colours. It's called all averages. What can I say? I mean, you can start to draw trend lines on here. There's so much that, and then all my levels, but I don't need to do that every day. I'd cleared my head. I was ready to go as of yesterday's analysis, and this is interesting as well. High, low, lower, high. Always connect the levels that break previous levels. So that wasn't valid until that low was broken over here, and once it is, that's also a good consideration for the long. Where do you think this might pull back to? Here. Then if you get another signal short, if that's the direction for the day, not necessarily for this pair, because it should be long, to be honest with you, according to the higher time frames. But the disclaimer: do not trade what I talk about. Learn to trade using this method. Mike's proved that it's doable, and a few others as well. So it just takes patience and discipline, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. 2 trades, 2 winners, lots of opportunities, and it is 7:20 on Monday morning, first trading day of the week.